Up next, Don, it's time for a very unique match by TNA standards, as well as professional wrestling standards. A mixed tag team match.
Well, you're going to see Trinity and against Chris Sabin and Traci. Two different sets of rivals.
Yeah, two interesting sets of rivals, including two former X Division champions.
So many interesting, so many intriguing subplots to this mixed tag team match involving former X Division champion Matt Bentley and, yes, his tag team partner, Trinity.
Well, strange things can happen in this business. And when you look at Matt Bentley walking down with Trinity, when he had been with Traci for so long, it is kind of disturbing, but they've had to come together with the way the situation is. And it's going to be looking really odd here in a minute when you see Chris Sabin coming down the aisle with Traci.
Well, you're right, Don. The history of TNA. We've seen Matt Bentley align with Traci. And now all of a sudden we're going to see them on opposite sides of this six-sided ring in mixed tag team action.
And here he comes, the former X Division champion, Chris Sabin. And you can see right there, Traci at his side. No, the picture's not wrong. That's how it is in this matchup. But I want you to keep your eye on not just Sabin and Bentley in that ring, but the rivalry between Traci and Trinity just grows and grows week after week. I think you're going to see the culmination of it tonight, Mike.
Boy, you're right. I can't wait to see the interaction between the two females. And if you really think about it, Don, from the minute that Matt Bentley and from the minute that Chris Sabin entered TNA, it's almost as if their careers have been parallel, and on so many occasions, they've been battling each other, and on many of those occasions, the X Division gold was at stake.
You're absolutely right, Mike. When you think about it, the first time I think that this rivalry really started, where they really became intertwined, was when Matt Bentley won the very first Ultimate X Championship against Chris Sabin.
You know, what is it that you say, Don? Something about professional wrestling makes strange bedfellows? I think that's very appropriate for this mixed tag team matchup.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself, as we're going to start it off, it looks like. And we are with Trinity and Traci, and Trinity just levels her with a slap.
How about that? Talk about a lack of respect towards your opponent. Hit her with that open hand slap, and then look at Trinity run and Traci in pursuit.
Well, it's a situation, I think, right there. And oh, look at this. Matt Bentley gets right into the ring right there and cuts Traci off. And here comes Sabin, going right at Bentley.
Here for Sabin. Get right in the ring. Face off, square off with Bentley. Sabin, springboard, back elbow, caught him right in the chest.
Man, this guy's just got so much talent. As you can see him going right back at Bentley, and he catches him again.
You're right, so much talent, so much ability, and so much fire as well. Shot off into the corner, able to avoid the charging Bentley, and then snap off the Hurricane Rana. Quick penitent, whoa, wow.
The beauty of that right there, Mike, was not only did he snap off the Hurricane Rana, he was right there set for the pin. It wasn't a situation where he was going to let Bentley's momentum let him roll away. He went for the kill shot right there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Traci pulling her by the hair right into the ring.
That's right, bring Trinity into the ring by the hair. Traci tried to take her up for a suplex, but it was reversed into a pinning attempt. Who's got the advantage here? Traci, Trinity, keeps switching back and forth. The referee doesn't even know what to do.
I don't know, this is confusing right there. Looks like Traci went for the pin right there, but she didn't get it. They just pretty much rolled all over the ring right there. And again, like I said, you've got to keep your eye on this. This has been a rivalry also. It's been going on for so long.
Monkey flip out of the corner by Traci. Trinity in trouble. Right back to the offensive. Shoots Trinity off. Going to spring off that middle rope into a crossbody. But the power, the weight of Traci almost gets her the pin.
That's right. She was able to use the momentum right there. And everybody thinks about the athletic ability of Trinity, which was a great shot right there by Trinity. I mean, she's been the stunt woman in so many movies and does so many things, but Traci is wily. She's very cunning. She's knows where she's at in the ring at all times, and don't count her out.
Whoa, look out!
Great shot right there. Trinity grabbing there at the pants.
Oh, and then Trinity right over to the corner to tag in Bentley.
Some of the people in the stands got a good shot.
Oh!
Sabin out of nowhere!
Where did he come from?
Out of the sky as he nails Matt Bentley.
Sabin to the offensive, series of shots to the side of the head. Gonna try and fire him off and does. Float over by Bentley. Gonna go for the shock here. I think it was an attempt at that cradle shock. Oh, block, super kick by Bentley. Answered with kick by Sabin.
What a nice kick right there by Sabin. Sabin is just absolutely on fire.
Oh, watch Trinity.
Oh, she's going over there trying to interfere, and sure enough, Matt Bentley comes up, gets the advantage, and Matt Bentley throws him all the way across the ring.
Oh, that was the key. That momentary distraction enabling the team. Oh, but there's another look. What a great replay look at that springboard drop kick.
For those of you that wonder where Sabin came from, there you saw it right there. Great that we had the cameras going from different angles. But right now, it is all Matt Bentley. Oh, as he drops the knee right down.
Quick pin attempt by Bentley. But Sabin from Hell, Michigan, in his early 20s, still able to power out and avoid the pin. I mean, if you think about it, Matt Bentley as well. He's in his early 20s. So great to see the future of professional wrestling on display here in TNA as Trinity gets involved.
Look at right there as Trinity just grinding Sabin's neck into the ring ropes right there. And man, that's what you got to do. You got to take advantage of every opportunity, and Trinity did it.
Advantage now to the team of Bentley and Trinity. While Trinity holds Sabin, Bentley, whoa, puts on the brakes. Quick roll up here. Can Sabin get the pin?
Oh, Bentley able to just barely kick out. Oh, nice chops right there as Sabin not letting up for a second.
Series of knife edge moves, but then Trinity hooks the leg of Sabin.
I'll tell you what, she's been at the right place at the right time. As Sabin is feeling the wrath of Trinity right there, and every time he gets momentum, she costs him.
We have seen repeated interference on the part of Trinity. Almost as if in watching Traci on the opposite side of the ring, you can sense that she's frustrated watching her man, her tag team partner Sabin, on the receiving end of this beating.
Well, Bentley just set her up perfectly, and Trinity comes flying off the ropes and catches Sabin with the kick. Sabin able to kick out of that one, though, and now grinding on the neck, trying to get Sabin to submit. As you can see him torquing back on the neck of Sabin is Matt Bentley right there.
And at the same time, the bonus factor is that you are grounding Chris Sabin. Sabin known for those high-risk top rope moves. Bentley, by keeping him down on the mat, takes away so much of his offense.
Well, you can see right there Sabin doing everything he can as he, applies the elbows, but Bentley just slams him back down to the mat.
Yeah, just used his hair to power him back down and then goes to the reverse chin lock.
I like how Bentley places that knee perfectly into the back of Sabin there just to get the better leverage. You can see him pulling back.
You're right, it adds to the leverage of the chin lock. At the same time, it adds to the pain factor that Chris Sabin is trying to fight through.
You can see Traci pacing back and forth as Chris Sabin is in severe trouble, and she knows that she's got to get in there in some way if she can to break this up.
Fans here at the Impact Zone cheering for Sabin, who does get back up to his feet. First, it's a series of elbows directed to the midsection of Bentley. Right hand to the side of the head. Bentley answers with a right as the two are exchanging in mid-ring. Who's going to get the better of this?
I mean, it's just one right after the other. You can see Bentley reeling a little bit. Then he gets his composure. Sabin doing the same thing, and now Sabin firing himself up one after another, but Bentley able to counter with the knee into the gut.
Boy, you said it perfectly. Looks like Sabin going to turn things around in his favor. Bentley cuts him off. Fires him off with impact into the corner, but Sabin was ready with the elbow.
Nice spinning elbow right there. Oh, as you can see, Sabin coming around, Bentley able to throw him off. Oh, nice kick to the back of the head by Sabin.
Nailed him with the enziguri, and he goes down. Referee Rudy Charles to employ the count. Sabin and Bentley both down as we take another look.
Look at how he ducked it and then catched him and just turned him inside out with that enziguri kick, Mike.
Almost a combination enziguri and a leg lariat at the same time as he hit him flush in the back of the head and the neck. Tag is in on one side to Trinity, and here comes Traci. She's legal as well.
Oh, look at the chops right there by Traci as she's putting all of her force behind it, and nice clothesline right there on Trinity.
Oh, you're right, left arm lariat. Follow-up move is a running elbow, then she just powers her down, put the shoulder into her. Traci gonna take Trinity for the ride, but oh no, reverse, shot off into the corner. Got the big boot up from the middle rope.
There she goes. Oh,
man.
Brutal, I'll tell you something. There's nothing girlish about this, and she almost gets the pin. You can just see the anger between these two as she just forced her head into the mat with all the power she could give.
You're right, that was almost the difference maker. Drove her down face first and again. Oh, Traci from the top, but she's pushed off, shoved out to the arena floor by Trinity.
A great move right there by Trinity as she saw Traci's momentum at the top of the rope, and now look at this. She just,
two females in this mixed tag battling on the entrance ramp. Trinity certainly getting the better of it with these high-impact moves like that.
Trinity showing her strength. I mean, you can just tell the bodybuilding work that she does. There's not an ounce of fat on her, and she's using that to her advantage. But again, Traci, keep your eye on her.
Look out.
When she gets a situation, she'll use it.
Got her scoop for a slam and does back first on the ramp.
It's all Trinity right now. All Trinity right now.
Wait a minute.
But she backs right into Sabin.
Now the face-to-face meeting with Sabin. Oh, Bentley is going to try and charge up from behind, but Sabin is prepared, and here comes Traci back.
I'll tell you what, Traci saw that Trinity was looking at the action between Bentley and Sabin, and again, like I said, Traci able to take advantage of it. Brutal what's going on between these two.
Watch Sabin springboard.
Right on to Bentley from the top of the ropes.
Wow. All four of these individuals laid out on the arena floor here at the Impact Zone. Traci tries to get up to her feet. Trinity cuts her off. Series of blows.
I don't even know who's legal at this point, Mike. Is it still Traci and Trinity?
I think we'll leave that for senior official Rudy Charles. Oh, check this out!
Oh, she hits it on Sabin as Trinity hands the Hurricane Rana and continues forward with it and catches it. What an athlete.
Now Trinity putting the boots to Sabin. Bentley says, I'm going to come in and take advantage of this situation.
Oh, you can see this is exactly where Bentley and Trinity want it, as they've got Sabin cornered right here.
Now with the double team on Sabin. Bentley and Trinity fire him off. Oh, they telegraph the double back body drop.
Oh, look at this. As you can see, Sabin right there.
Here's all those bad feelings.
Oh, he's got her. Wait a minute, here comes. Wait a minute. Traci just gave the nut shot to Sabin. What was she doing?
What's going on here?
What is happening? And look at that. What? Bentley just hits Trinity with the super kick. Here they go. Ah, super kick on Sabin.
Count two. How about that?
Traci turned the whole time they were working together. Bentley and Traci back together again.
What a swerve. You know what? We not only fell for it, but so did Sabin and so did Trinity.
Oh, they had it set up perfectly at that point. They knew it. They waited for the right opportunity. And when it was there, out of nowhere came Traci as she saw what she did to Sabin. Couldn't believe it. And then Trinity was left wide open for the super kick from Matt Bentley.
The crowd shocked as well. Who would have thought it? Obviously Chris Sabin didn't. Obviously Trinity didn't. But Matt Bentley and Traci, they're back together again.
I'll tell you what just happened here. We were just swerved by and Traci. That's simple.
Well, it makes sense when you realize how close the two of them were.
I guess so.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, the rivalry was there, but man, they were so close, so special. And the whole time they were planning on getting back together, and the evil, diabolical plan they had worked.
You know, Don, over the course of the past 3 years, I have so many fond memories when it comes to TNA. I'll never forget the first night, Huntsville, Alabama. The years in Nashville, Tennessee. And you know, we've been here for a year in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios. The 3-year anniversary of TNA is coming up next month.
I mean, think about all the great title matches that we've got to see in the last 3 years. We watched AJ Styles grow up right before our very eyes. We saw the X Division just bloom into something phenomenal, and all the great heavyweight bouts. It's been an unbelievable 3 years.
The invitation is there for you. We invite you to join us on Sunday, June the 19th. It's our 3rd anniversary. You don't want to miss this one. It's Slammiversary.
In 3 years, they have risen, conquered, emerged as the new superstars of professional wrestling. This June 19th will be a night of celebration and devastation. 3 years of history, 3 hours of live non-stop action and mayhem. TNA Wrestling presents Slammiversary. Live Sunday, June 19th on pay-per-view.